Hey folks, welcome to Testing Hacks. And this is the Java Part 5 series. And in this video, we will learn what are variables in Java. Before we begin, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get more updates. Let's begin. A variable in Java is a data container that stores the data values during Java program execution. Basically, Java variable, it is also known as a data container. What happens is, imagine a box. You want to store something. What you will do, you will put everything in the box and you will make space for that particular thing, right? In the same way, this is a data container which can hold the data. Okay, every variable is assigned a data type which designates the type and quantity of value it can hold. Variable is a memory location name of the data. So what happens is, suppose for example, let's say we have a variable called number, so which can hold the value of 10. How can I represent that whether the number that I'm storing is a number, but computer doesn't get to know? So for that, a data type plays an important role. What we do is first we will specify the data type, okay, and then we will provide the variable name. Here it is a variable underscore name, and we can assign a value to this particular variable. So here it is value. So we have different types of data types, like integer is there, float, character, string. We will discuss each of them in brief in the upcoming video. So here first we can we have to declare a variable, and then we have to assign the value to that. So this process is like, suppose say I'll say int num. So this is just I'm declaring a variable. If I want to assign a value to that, so what I'll do is I can just say in the next step I can just say num is equal to 10. Okay, this will become two-step process. Instead of that, what I can do is I can directly say int num is equal to 10, and it should always end with semicolon. So first is variable declaration and initialization. We can do it together, right? So okay, going back to the slide, we have different types of variables in Java. They are mainly categorized as local variable, instance variable, and static variable. Actually, local variable is a variable which has a value within a particular method or a function. Okay, and the scope of this variable will remain only within this function. Suppose in this example program, we are seeing that this is a program, okay, Java program, which is a method. Okay, here int a is equal to 45. This is a local variable. These two are the local variables. How? Because I have written within a method. So, and the scope of this variable is only within this program. I cannot access it outside this specific method. Okay, so that is the reason it is called as local variable, and its scope is within the method, specific method only. Okay, and coming to the instance variable. So, instance variable is suppose a variable which is declared inside the body of a class but not within any methods. Okay. Um, for example, here this is actually method which belongs to a class. We will not be defining it at any method level or function level. Int height, int weight, these are the instance variables. How we will use it is, see, we have already written one method which is called person, and I'm here printing this value of the weight. So whatever I'll pass through this method, right, it will print the value of 65. What we generally did is, first thing, we have declared it as class level. We are not defining at any of the method level. If I have declared it at only this void print method, then the scope would remain only at this method level, which is a local variable scope. But I have defined it at class level. So what I can do is I can access even to the methods, other methods as well. If I've written another method called print what Java program, so in that also I can directly access these variables. So that is how the scope of the instance variable looks like. Okay. And next is the static variables. Static variables is basically known as, also known as actually a, a class variable. How? Because here whatever we define, right? Suppose say this static variable, how we will identify is it is having static. Okay, a variable will be defined or declared along with the static variable. What it does is, suppose in instance variable, what I did is I created it at one point at the class level, and that value can be altered. I have not stored any specific value there. So whenever I call into any particular method, I can change the value of that particular variable and then I can use it. But when we say about the static variables, I want to use the same value irrespective of whatever method I have defined. I want to use the same static value. That is where the static variable comes into picture, and we will define that as a static um, variable along with the keyword static. Suppose if I have declared a student count is 15, so whatever methods I may write, so this value remains the same for all the methods, and this is accessible all whole to the class. All the class methods can uh, access this particular variable. So today in the session we learned what are variables and how do we declare it and how do we initialize it, and along with that we saw different types of variables that we have in Java. In the upcoming video we will discuss about the data types. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.